Petrol or gasoline and diesel are the two most commonly used combustion engines. Diesel is cheaper, well at least in India, and more fuel efficient, whereas petrol engines give better refinement and are cheaper in price. These are the main reasons why when it comes to cars, there isn't a significant difference in the volumes manufactured or purchased in terms of both petrol and diesel variants. Still, when it comes to two-wheeler, we don't see many diesel bikes around, do we? Although we do have some manufactured by two-wheeler giants like Royal Enfield and Hero, diesel bikes aren't as much in demand as compared to their popularity in four-wheeler sector. Hi everyone, this is Team Infobook, explaining why diesel engines in two-wheelers aren't feasible today. To make our understanding better, let's take a look at how the fuels work in an engine. Petrol readily evaporates and gets mixed with air easily, hence a spark is sufficient to produce smooth combustion in a well-mixed combustion engine. This means that a petrol engine's fuel and air ought to be pre-mixed. Diesel don't mix with air easily. However, if diesel is spread into high temperature air, spontaneous combustion will occur. Therefore, diesel engines use fuel injectors, which means diesel mixes with air only during combustion. In diesel engines, an injector technology is used to inject fuel into the combustion chamber, which is more expensive as compared to spark plug technology, which is used in petrol engines. Having understood the combustion process, we now get a fair idea that because of petrol and air being premixed, the combustion is smooth, whereas in diesel engines, the combustion could begin anywhere in the chamber, which in turn becomes an uncontrolled process causing vibration and noise. Another important factor is the compression ratio. In the first figure, we see that the piston position is down. This is when the air fuel in case of petrol and air in case of diesel comes in. In the second figure, the position of the piston is up, which is the time when it is compressed after combustion. So the volume in figure 1, that is V1, divided by the volume in figure 2, that is V2, is the compression ratio V1 by V2. Compression causes heating, and fuels have a self-ignition temperature. In case of petrol, the compression has to be such that it doesn't exceed the self-ignition temperature, whereas in diesel, the compression has to be such that it exceeds the self-ignition temperature, so that when the fuel is injected, it ignites immediately. Since, like we discussed earlier, diesel is spread into high temperature to cause combustion. Thus diesel has higher compression ratio, and so diesel engines produce more vibration and noise as compared to its petrol equivalent. It becomes tough for most of the lightweight two-wheelers to handle such vibration and noise. To handle the high combustion ratios, the uncontrollable vibrations and high levels of noise, we need an equally heavy engine. Thus the cost price of the diesel engine comes out to be more than the petrol variant, and this initial price difference is sometimes well above 50,000 rupees, which is not suitable for small vehicle buyers. Also, when diesel burns, it produces a large amount of heat, which can destroy walls of cylinder and other parts of the engine. In order to reduce this heat, we need a greater surface area and proper cooling system. To achieve this greater surface area, the engines are made slightly bigger and demand more maintenance, which again acts as a deterrent in its large-scale acceptance. Keeping the previously discussed issues aside, a single diesel engine produces approximately 13% more carbon dioxide per gallon as compared to its petrol counterpart, thus causing greater pollution and proving harmful to the environment. All these factors contribute to diesel engines not being used in motorbikes. Let us hope bike enthusiasts all over take note and come up with some technology that allows two-wheelers to successfully run on diesel at a price that's not heavy on the common man's pocket. With this note, I conclude my video. Looking forward to a constructive discussion on my comment section. Please subscribe unfailingly and spread the word. Adios.